super fast-growing community. We currently have 30,000 active users, going from indies to major studios like AAA game developers. So, like for instance, we do have currently more than 70 AAA games being produced using Substance in a web development. This is significant, and even more people actually using Substance for indie projects. Around 1 to 10 people, 10 guys.
En je krijgt sowieso wel, versta je het wel hoor, via deze...
With Substance and with Unity or other game engines. The good thing is that the Substance format is natively supported in Unity. This is very important. So if you use Substance Designer, for instance, if you export a Substance from the tool, you can actually import it directly in Substance, in Unity, sorry. And if you've been exposing parameters for that given Substance, that given parametric texture, you can actually play with these parameters right within Unity again. So this is super important because it's very helpful when it comes to productivity, being able to iterate on your assets right in Unity, in-game, in context. And yeah, it's a toolset dedicated to PBR workflows. PBR is the keyword lately. Everybody's using it, the physically based rendering keyword. Yeah, but it's great for many things, but it implies to rethink the way you create content for your games actually. So what is PBR? It's a method. It's a method of shading, and it gives you a more accurate representation of how lights interact with surfaces. That's the way to think about it. And so you have many things hidden behind it, and a lot of math and a lot of thinking behind it. But how does it empower us as a developer? So it makes easier to create realistic environments and realistic assets. That's the first thing. So it increases the graphics quality of what you actually create, and towards more reality. So if it's not what you want to do, don't use PBR. But reality is a good outcome. They will look accurate in all lighting conditions. So you can do the materials for one asset and light it like at night, full day, under sunlight, spots, whatever. It will look realistic and it will behave the proper way. And also, it's a good way if you adopt PBR in your creation workflow. It's a good way to ensure that it's consistent. So if somebody is actually following the same rules, the same PBR rules than you, and producing some content for your game, like on the other side of the world, you can make sure that it will look good, and as soon as you import it, it will look good. It will look consistent, and this is super important. So the tools that can help, among others, are the Substance tools. So we have mainly two tools, Substance Painter and Substance Designer. Substance Designer is the more technically advanced tool, so it's a node-based interface we will show you. And Substance Painter is the newcomer. It's a 3D paint application that allows you to paint directly with. Actually, yeah, it's time for the demo. So anyway, so think about it. PBR in Unity files means you need to create new materials that are PBR ready. And a good way to do that is using the Substance toolset, and we'll show you how it works between Substance and Unity. So, Loïc.
Thank you. So, hi guys. So, here is a scene in Unity. It's a character I have textured in Painter. And what I'm going to show you is how to texture the gun of the alien. So what I'm going to do for this asset is first create a base material in Substance Designer, and then use this material in Painter. So here is in Substance Designer, I will create a new graph. So a graph is basically my material. It's where I'm going to create my material. And to create my base, I will use this node. Okay, it's a base material. And just simply plug all my outputs of this node in the output of the material.
So what you want to see is the names of the output. Can you zoom in?
Yes, sure.
So the names are all the outputs.
The names of the outputs, I will just here is the base material. It's going to be the color of the object. The normal is all the details.
The good or normal.
Good or normal, yes. The roughness and the metallic. The metallic in PBR, it's very, very simple. I just have to choose if I want to do material metallic or plastic.
Dielectric.
So to do so, I just have to change in my previous in this node, just change the metallic. So if I put it black, it's gonna be non-metal material, and if I put it full white, it's gonna be a metal. Then in the roughness, I can change the amount of roughness and directly in real time see what it's going to do on my object. So if I go full white, it's not reflective, and full black, it's full reflective. Also in this
the roughness you want to think about is like the micro surface. Is it super polished or not super polished? That's the idea. So if it's super polished, it behaves like a mirror, and so it reflects like perfectly the image, and you can see the image reflected here.
Yeah. Okay, so in this node we have also an option to add grunge in the roughness. So I will change this. Okay, so this is basically I just have to change the amount, and I can add some dirt in the roughness. I can also use my own grunge input to do so. I just have to activate the custom grunge input, and I'm going to put this noise. So all noises in Substance Designer are procedurals. I just plug in, and then I have my own grunge in the roughness.
You could also import your own image. You can paint that image or take a photograph of something that you like a grunge map that you like somewhere in the street, and apply it, obviously.
Then this is going to be my very first base material, and I'm going to add a new layer of roughness. So I will add some grunge with this map, and with a simple blend node, I just plug my two roughness, so for from my base material and from the new noise, and in the blending mode, changing like in Photoshop, the blending mode to put it in add, and this new node, I plug it in the roughness. So I have all the layers of the grunge in the roughness, and I can change the opacity to change the effect of the noise. So basically, this is going to be my base material for the object. Now, what I want to do is use this material in Substance Painter. So I'm going to use it in different parts of my asset. So what I can do is expose different parameters from my graph to be able to tweak the material in Painter. So I will expose the color of the metal. So I just have to click expose and OK. Then I will expose the roughness. Okay, and the grunge amount. Just change here. Okay, so this is for my my base node, and for this one, for the blend, I will expose the opacity. Okay, so now that I have exposed my parameters, I can see in my graph here the parameters I have exposed, And these parameters, I can change it, and I will find these parameters exposed in Painter, or you can also use the export material in Unity. So I'm going to publish it.
So here you see Substance Designer used as a base material builder. It comes with a lot of preset noise functions, blending operations, filters that you can use to create your own base materials and library that then you can use to actually texture the thing. So going into Substance Painter now, which is the 3D painting app, we just can load it up. So just
So here we are in Substance Painter. So this is my assets. I have already baked my map from the high poly mesh of the gun, and you can see the map here. In the additional maps, you have the normal map, the ID map, and the ambient occlusion. And I'm going to start texturing the assets. So I just have to put my material from Designer, add a new layer, and simply drag and drop my new material in the layer. So as you can see, you can find the material you have created in Designer in Painter, and you have all your parameters, and you can change it like in Designer. So tweak the opacity or change the color. Okay, so now I'm going to texture all the different parts of the gun. I just use my base material, duplicate my fill layer, and now I will add a black mask, and in this mask I will add an effect that is called color selection, and this effect allows me to select the different parts that I choose to separate previously. So I'm going to choose the red parts, and now I just have to change the color, and I can also change the range.
So where you do that, Loic will be repeating the same process for all the parts. So basically, you see it's a PBR viewport in here. This one is GGX based, which is different from the one in Unity. In Unity, you have a Blindfang system. We will show you how to go from one to the other without too much pain. It's not perfect yet, but it's changing. So we'll show you that. But the good thing is that in these tools you have a viewer that allows you to actually see what you're doing, like in real time.
Putain, j'arrive pas à sélectionner. Okay, so I have done the different metallic parts. Now for this part, I'm going to do. I can also create materials in Substance Painter, so it is very easy. I'm creating a folder. In this folder, add the color selection and pick this part. And I will work inside the folder. So in this layer, I'm going to set up my base color for this part. So a non-metallic object.
So we want to make it a rubber grip. So non-metallic then, so then 0, metal is 0, and then roughness you have to slightly adapt, and then add the little details here and there to create that material actually.
Okay.
Can move the lights maybe.
Okay, so this is pretty good for a start.
Can you lower the light?
Okay, now
Can you make the lights less present, please?
I will just duplicate this layer, change the color, and what I'm going to do is add some highlight on my object. So I will add a black mask, and I will add what we call a generator. And this generator are filters, effects that are created in Substance Designer, and you can use it in Painter. So you have a lot of effects. For this one, I will use the edge blur. And in this effect, as you can see, it needs an input image. In this case, it's a curvature. I didn't bake my curvature, so it's very easy in Substance Painter. I just have to click the Bake Texture function, select my curvature, and Bake Texture. So it's baked, and now I just have to drop my curvature in the image input, and the effects work correctly. So let me just change the color. Okay. And now I will tweak the effect to have what I want to do. Okay, and this time I just lower the opacity to adjust my new layer. So
it's very subtle up there, but here it looks great.
Oh yes. Well, so in this case, I just
better.
Yes. Okay. So so far so good. I do not sculpt all the details in this part, so maybe I can add some more. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new layer, and I will add some normal information in. So in the procedurals, I have this one called the type generator, and I will put it in the eye channel of these new layers. And as you can see in this part, you can choose on which channel you want to work. So you can work on all your channel, or you can work on one or two. So this time I will just work on the eye. I just have to tile a little bit. Okay. And add a black mask. And in this mask, I will use this one. So here I put some details in my object. So now that I have do all the texture, I can add something on the spring. Okay. So black mask, color selection, pick. This time just the emission. Okay. Okay, so it's pretty good. Just one last thing. I know I'm a little bit short, but I have previously set up a little material, some oil. okay. And decide to apply on my material. I just have to add a black mask, and this time I will paint with particles. So I use this particle, the rain one, and then I will drop some particle in my object. I'm going to show you what's happened in the mask, so you can see the effect. Okay.
Super slow.
Super slow, yes.
What's going on? There you go.
Here you go. So now that I have finished my object, I just have to do a little thing, because in Unity the materials, the PBR materials, tends to be a little bit too shiny when you export it from Substance Painter. So what I've done is just a simple folder in which I will change the roughness of my object and have a better result.
So now you just export the maps, like all the maps for these materials, for this object, like the normal map, albedo map. Go ahead. And the tool comes with a Unity 5 preset. That's super important.
Yes, you have an export preset for all your textures for Unity. As you can see in the configuration, the maps are already packed. So you just have to select where you want to export your maps.
0 minutes.
Okay. And then click export.
We'll just show you the import process in Unity, and then we're done. So it created all these maps for you, and then What? Yeah, these ones are baked here. Yeah, we wanted to show Substance Painter. Substance Painter only export bitmaps so far, but you could, if you had been using Substance Designer, you could have been exporting like the metal material that we've been exporting previously. You could have imported that into Unity directly. Yeah, there you go.
And that's it.
The game mode. It looks good. It looks good.
So that's it.
Yeah. So we have a small booth. If you have more questions, please don't hesitate to swing by. Last thing I wanted to add was that I'm the CEO, so I have to sell stuff. So now you can find, where is it? There you go. Substance Live. Substance Live is the offering. So it's actually not a subscription. This is super important. We don't do subscription. It is a rent-to-own system. So if what you do is basically you pay $20 per month, and after a certain amount of time, you actually own the license. This is the difference, right? So, and with these $20 per month, you have Substance Designer 5, Substance Painter, Bitmap to Material, and some custom content as well that comes every month. Any question? Yeah.
How did you select? Did you create like a colored material or colored texture
for the ID selection?
Yeah.
To make the selection?
Yes, you have different ways to do that. You can use in ZBrush the poly paint to
so
color.
You can select polygons as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So in Substance Painter, you have many ways to actually select areas. Like you have these select tools. Where is it? Can you go? Anyway, many ways to select things. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I was wondering if it's possible to make multiple objects into
You can have one asset with different multiple objects, and each object gonna have his own texture set. But you can have 2 or 3 characters in the same scene.
Yeah.
What if your character consists of a few objects?
Oh, that's fine. As
You're
soon as
gonna
there's
have
one file.
three texture sets for the shirt, for the pants, etc. Yes.
Yeah. As long as it's one file, one FBX,
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's from substance design, but we are preparing the material. It's just for preview inside Painter, it's taken from Painter to Unity. We are preparing the material with the noise.
Yeah.
Export it to Painter.
Yeah.
This noise is taken in Painter to Unity, or we use just as preview inside Painter.
Actually, it was baked in Painter then. Yes. So it's only bitmaps at the end of this process, but we intend in adding the output of substances from Substance Painter in the near future.
Yeah, so substance design material is not used just as preview.
Yeah.
It's used also to make all the information.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's the reason behind separating the designer from the texture as a tool?
Originally it was the same tool indeed. It was adding a 3D painting capability in Substance Designer, but for many reasons we had to split them. One was the speed of development. Substance Designer is an older code base. Substance Painter is a newer code base, so we had to split it because one was retaining the other somehow to evolve fast enough. Also, what we've seen is that of course there is an overlap of people using both tools, but some people only want to use Substance Designer, some people only want to use Substance Designer, or Painter, sorry. So we decided on making the 2 tools separate. But today, to be fair, what we only almost sell is Substance Live, so the whole package. And they connect very well together. But Substance Painter is a newer tool, so it has to evolve a bit before being able to really say like it's a part of the Substance Designer.
Could be that later on you decide to...
No, it won't happen because of technical reasons. It might be too difficult to make that happen, but the link between the two will be better. Today it's a bit early.
Yeah, like to save out the file.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we want to remove these steps, sorry.